Hi guys, another layout update. Yes, as you can see, I'm looking at a box of French vanilla tile grout. This I actually used on the layout, and by using that, it has given a real rough, hard texture look, which is what I wanted. Real rough, like that. All I did was I got a spray bottle with some glue, some water in it, sprayed that on. I got the tile grout with a sieve and just sieved it on, and then gave it another spray over the top for it to really soak. And this is how it's turned out. Nice and rough, like I said, which is what I wanted. And then after all that's dried, I've gone and added some colour to it, just with some watered down paints, a bit of a spray bottle. It looks a bit yellow on the camera, but it's not. It's like a really light brown, bit of white and that sort of stuff in it. Because looking at all the images of Cajon Pass, it's a real white clay looking colour, so I tried to get it white but not snow white. So this is what I've done. I've went ahead and sprayed a bit of green over it, just to break that up, and then I'll be putting a heap of foliage on it, different coloured foliage on it. Another thing I did was I painted me little drainage area there, just a light grey, real light grey, just to represent concrete. I'll put just some rocks up around through here as well when I finish that, and I'll put a few rocks in there as well. So yeah, I've done all that. Another thing I did with the track was I wasn't happy with how low the track was sitting, so I've lifted up all the track. I re-soldered it all as well, and I've put another layer of caulking down to lift the track back up. So I got that done. And I've been working on Summit. So this is Summit. Alright, so what I've done, using code 55 track here. I had a couple of code 80 points laying around, so I've used them. So I've got one in there. And that runs up to the little service track, I guess. I've got the crossover in here, how it should be, how it was, sorry. And then of course these tracks here. And what I'll be doing is, these are operational, so I can drive a train on these. But what I'll be doing is, I'll be pulling some track out of some old. Well, I'll be pulling the rail out of an old length of track I've got, and I'll be laying down these sleepers, just where the track used to be. And so once it's finished, like, I can bring a train down here with a couple of gondolas and stuff, and some work equipment, like they're loading up all the old rail, or they're pulling up the rail and putting it into the gondolas and stuff like that. So that's all I've done there, and I was just got me little station just sitting there that I made, just me little shed just sitting there, just to have a look. I'm not sure if I'll put that cork there. because without it, I reckon it sits a bit too low. But I might work that out or something. Like the distance from the height of the track to the bottom here is, fairly high, so I need to sort of build that up, I think. So don't know whether I'll use cork or not. So I've done that. Still working around that little bit. Just had to touch up a couple of bits here that didn't set properly, so I've got to just go through and colour them. But yeah, like I said, all it is just watered down paint, just sprayed it on. All there, and I've just started. I had a little bit of foliage laying around, some coarse turf. Had some light green and some medium green, and I've just been playing around with that. So I just used some watered down glue, just painted it on basically, and then just dropped all the foliage onto it. This stuff here, I went through and sieved all the fine stuff out of it. I thought I'd try that as well, but no, I don't really like that. So, but yeah, so I've got to get some more, a heap more, and I'll get some different colours. I'll get some more light green, some dark green, some medium green. I'll get, I think you can get burnt grass, and just really mix it through, because this is a copy of the Trains magazine I got. And if you have a look at the scenery there, going past, if I can zoom it in good enough, you can see all up there, it's just like foliage and stuff all the way over everything. So I'll that's how it'll turn out, sort of thing. Well, maybe not to that extent, but we'll see. Here's another shot of it, that's just up around on all the mountains. It's just, yeah, a lot of foliage and stuff on there. And again, there's another one. So yeah, I'll be getting some different coloured turf, coarse turf, and I'll just sprinkle that all over it to cover that. And but yeah, I just did that just to give me a sort of rough look at what it's going to be like. So I think it should turn out all right. One thing I've been thinking of too is here where some of these. So basically from, I don't know, say about here, or where the other module joins in to up that end, I'm thinking of putting a backdrop in that sort of sits, I don't know, about that much higher than the front, or than the back, sorry. But what I was thinking is, if someone lives around that area, if they could go up to Summit for me and take a massive a photo looking up towards the UP tracks. Because I was thinking maybe if I could get a photo like that, say with a UP freight going in the background, I could get that blown up to say 12 foot long by maybe a foot high or something, and have that as a backdrop, so you can see the other tracks, well, the Union Pacific in the background, and just have that as a backdrop, but just for this front part, but I'm not sure yet. It's just a thought, but whether I do it or not's another story. But yeah, so that's anyway, that's all that's happening with the layout. I'm going to end up redoing these. I'll redo these another way, I think, because I accidentally dropped one, and it broke. So I thought, well, yeah, so I dropped it and it actually broke and came off. So I think I'll do these a different way. The ones on these modules here where the scenery is and where it joins into the yard side. The ones in the yard I'll keep there, they'll be fine. But yeah, so not much else has been sort of really happening. As you can see, I've just repainted my fascia as well. That'll get another coat on it once it's all the scenery's finished. But yeah, so just sort of, like you said, I just sort of doing a quick update for you. And yeah, the only thing I found with these is there's a tiny little lip on the code 55. I mean, it doesn't affect the running. I've had engines of carriages running all over it and doesn't affect it at all, so I'm not too worried about it. And it works, that's the main thing. So yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, I've got to get some more turf, different coloured turf and all that to finish it. I've got to get some ballast. Yeah, I've got some old shrubs there. Some of I don't know, this old stuff here, so I'll use that in a few places as well, different colours. But yeah, so that's it, and I'll try and get another update for you soon. Okay, see ya.